Kyousuke is the most talked about upcoming star of the year, with many hoping to see him on Team Spirit alongside Donk, who also came from Team Spirit Academy. The hype and expectations are high, and I even rated him as the #1 prospect right now in CS2. So today, I thought I'd look into exactly why so many people see Kyousuke to be a special talent. So we decided to go for Nuke, which statistically is Kyousuke's best map, and also against OG, who have been in really good form recently. They're going to be attending the Major in Boston. So I'm interested to see how he's able to play against a decent level of opposition. It's in a game that didn't really matter so much, but it's a game that did break OG's win streak. So I'm intrigued to see how he's going to play. He's going to play outside on both sides. So let's get into it. Okay then, so pistol round. He doesn't have Kevlar. I don't know if he's forgotten to buy it or if it's just part of the idea to buy on the first buy round. Obviously that mentality is just going to swing the door. I've seen this a lot from newer players now, and basically this mentality is swinging, and as soon as you get spotted, running back the other way. And the whole idea of it basically is just make the opponent miss, and I think there's going to be a lot of this movement going on. I'm also expecting some very sharp aim, but I think the movement is something he's probably really going to nail. Right, so here we go. So first buy round, he has the best spawn, and what people can do a lot with the best spawns is they're able to go aggressive at the red box, like peek towards the silo, even just run straight into secret and play like a decent angle there. Other ideas like jumping top garage, going main and peeking like deep door, like doing a deep mortar or something like this. All things that are viable, so I'm interested to see what he's kind of going to do, but also it is worth mentioning that a lot of teams out there do have like set first buy rounds, so maybe he doesn't really have that luxury of taking one of these spawns or doing something.
Before we continue to the next round, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Skin Baron, a safe and trusted marketplace where you can buy CS skins up to 30% cheaper than usual, using real money. They support tons of payment methods, including credit card, bank transfer, and more. So getting a new, fresh skin takes just minutes. Got skins to sell? Sell them for real cash. High-tier items only carry a tiny 2% fee, so it's an easy choice if you want to cash out. And if you're picky about how your next skin looks, you'll love the 3D viewer and unique filter menu for finding that perfect float. Skin Baron is a certified German company with a solid reputation, co-founded by the current performance coach of Big, Toby. Sound good? Click the link in the description. And use code ASH to grab your next skin at a discount.
So I do expect him to throw the deep Molotov outside, which is the default Molotov. So we'll see if he does that, which he doesn't. Okay, so what I see here is that the T side opted to go for the standard outside wall. The 1, 2, 3 smokes. There's just across the ones that are the most basic. They're pretty fast smokes. A common play that I've seen Rain do, maybe last year, which people have kind of copied, is that he just sneaks through the second smoke. This one here, so you go through the smoke, come round and you peek, and it looks like Kyousuke is very ready for this. And also the other things that you kind of need to worry about, obviously, is outside play. If you're not worried about them going down secret, you need to be careful that they are trying to sneak around main, or go top main, or it's like sneak through the garage. Even some strange plays like this. So on this round, it looks like Kyousuke's job is just to control like the CT area, and make sure no one sneaks in. It looks like he's just taking jewels as well. So I think what's happened here, he starts towards main, he sees this outside wall, and I imagine that someone else is rotating on the team. It looks like it is. So yeah, the door player is going to go down low. It's Kyousuke with the guy that calls this. There are 2 players on ramp right now. So one player does go down the vent. That just means that A is going to be weaker. So we'll see after a few seconds. Kyousuke could just go straight back to A. And his job when he goes back to A, he'll probably just smoke the door. And he'll just stay around A. He'll become the second A player. So let's kind of see how this looks. Robo's gone down the vent. A is now weak. He comes A. Then he's going to smoke the door. This is a lineup if you want to pause it and check it. Okay, then this is interesting. So it's the first buy round, so the chance of them having an AWP is pretty much non-existent for OG. So taking duel like this isn't the worst thing in the world. I wouldn't really advise it either, but it's the movement here that I could see straight away. Let's imagine now Nikodos is holding towards 7 position. We'll see that Kyousuke, he goes pretty wide, right? He goes pretty wide. And then what these guys kind of do now, it's the kind of the meta at the moment, is as soon as you see someone, you tap crouch, and then you move back the opposite way that you just came from. So you see Kyousuke, he wides really far out, he goes back, he sees him, he shoots, he taps crouch, then he stands up, then he goes back into cover. And now if you're playing as a T side, you're holding this position for the small angle. You see the guy wide, you move your crosshair back this way, and as soon as Kyousuke sees you, he runs back the other way. So your crosshair goes boom, boom, and at this moment he crouches as well. So tracing him is really, really hard. And this just looked horrible for Nikodos to do anything about. So we play this now in full speed. Wide peek, crouch, moves away. Wide peek, crouch, moves away again. And that's just the movement. There's not really any aim in that. It's just outplayed him with the movement and peeking. That's what CS2 is kind of all about right now. Okay, that's interesting that he threw all of his util down. Usually when riflers start and lower, they keep at least a smoke. So if they get, like for example, if the T's now were to do a fast wall and run instantly down, it's very hard for you to go and peek secret. So instead you need a smoke, and then you can play like on a small angle. You can just, if you see anyone, you just drop the smoke and ask for rotates. It's very strange that he dropped not everything. Usually an AWP would drop everything here because they're just going to take the jewels. It kind of looks like he wants to peek. Okay, flashbang went off. Nobody was blind. That's a little bit suspicious. So flashbang should be around here somewhere. And it landed way over here. Okay, so it's just a terrible flashbang from, so I guess from the AWP. The hood is a little bit delayed for some reason. Yeah, but a better flashbang here would have a better chance of a jewel. I think also you still kind of see the crouching habit that he has. It just becomes very hard to hit him. Where he's peeking, and as soon as he's peeking, he's instantly tapping that crouch again. And he looks like he's even moving backwards just to be like as hard as possible to hit. But he goes up and he still manages to delete Viku somehow. That's pretty impressive. So I can hear Buzz jumping right now. Kill on A is pretty important. A nice shot. Again, the crosshair placement super clean, and it looks like he might have minimized or crashed even. Well, that's unfortunate, and I don't think there's going to be a replay either because Crizzen went out on A and he found a really important entry actually. Alright, so it looks like they're just going to play on, so it's going to be interesting to see how they come back from this. That should have been a chance for them to really build their money up here and get some confidence kills for Kyousuke, so it's not been the best of starts. 4 kills, 5 deaths, and now if they lose this round, he's going to have no money either. See, again, he's just got no utility. He seems to not really want to throw it. Okay, in a situation like this will make more sense to drop the utility if he has some. I assume he doesn't from now, from the hood. But when you've been boosted somewhere like this makes sense to drop it. So just spamming lucky. Even though it's smoked and his teammates holding it, you can see this almost like muscle memory of him just moving on the spot all of the time. To just be really unhittable. And it's just really hard to just kill someone fast when you're seeing this. So it's like Siffo's going to try and kill one, and then Kyousuke's going to peek. He gets one. See again though, that this whole like running on the spot mentality that he has, he just never stops moving. So left and right, looks like he's doing a new dance. He's just moving around non-stop. It's just very hard to headshot him. It doesn't mean he always can't be headshotted, but it just means it's easy to make the other guy miss the first bullet, and then with his aim, if he really believes he's going to hit the shot, it makes it way better for him. And like I said, him and Donk right now are doing this like perfectly. Something that takes a lot of practice though. Okay, so next buy round still has no flashbangs. Doesn't seem to have to buy them for some reason, and also no HE grenades, which is very strange. Usually the outside players are wanting to blow the smoke as much as possible, get information. I think Kyousuke just has a mentality, he just wants to kill people. I still haven't seen an outside Molotov, and it looks like he's not going to do it again. So we see this mentality, jogging on the spot again, being like hard to peek. If someone wants to peek him now from T-Red, it's going to be very hard to headshot him. And also he has this same default idea. I actually saw the exact same thing. So far I think it's been 2 ideas which are identical. The one round where he drops all the utility, rushes towards secret. And again, this one here, like we saw in the first buy round, he went into main, came back, and it does seem to me in general like his role on this round is to just stop the T's going into the garage, stop them going towards CT spawn, making sure they can't go into these areas, and if they want to go down, they can go down. It doesn't seem to be his responsibility, and it seems free to like take these jewels towards main like we saw in the other round where he headshot someone. But this does seem to be like a couple of set starters so far. This time he's going to Molotov secret and try and delay a little bit. Usually this Molotov does have huge gaps in it though. It's kind of easy to dodge. And in this instance, we catch a spook, try to sneak through. But the problem with this top main smoke is that it's very easy for T's to sneak through into main. And if you just catch a bad time in here, like OG's idea looked pretty nice, right? One guy is going to sneak through the smoke, one guy is going to sneak through the garage. And if Kyousuke is holding main, he kills this guy and Spook gets through the garage. And he gets like a really good position and a lurk, and he's going to kill Kyousuke in the back or take the space. Or if Spook dies, then Nicola just goes through the smoke in main, and he gets a chance to kill through onto his side. So it's a nice little idea there from OG. He's doing the same thing again. So even the timing wise, it looks pretty similar. You can see as well this mentality to keep going for things. I think right now he's died every single round. 11 rounds. This is the 11th round. He's had 11 deaths. But he's still going for things, and I actually do rate this a lot. This is something that younger players especially, they struggle when they have a few failures and they feel like they don't want to make the same mistakes again. And Kyousuke's obviously died outside a few times, but he's still trying to impact the game. This is like a bit of a bulldozer approach where he's just going to keep playing his way and nothing's going to affect him. And this is a problem a lot of young players have. A few mistakes and they kind of shut down a bit. So it is nice to see this. 11 deaths in 11 rounds CT side nuke. Probably not the best, but he's still giving it a go. Alright, so finally we have a full buy. He has a grenade for the first time and a flash, maybe for the first time. So let's see how he plays. No Molotov again. Deep outside. That's so strange. I've not really seen this before. And again, you see this movement, holding the T-red, waiting for the P. He just seemed like he has a few just fully set starters. Quick flash outside, get information. And again, it looks like he's just doing his default, making sure they can't go sneak around towards main, sneak towards garage. He's going to try and block a little bit. Going to blow his smoke here for the AWP to peek outside. Nothing too special about it. He's going to get time in here. And he gets blocked by Spook and dies. So this is a game where he has a really good stats in the end. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what he plays on the T side. But on the C side, it just seemed like he has that star player mentality. He just does his own thing. He can keep going no matter what. And he seems to have like a few set starters where he's just looking to take jewels and playing like a comfortable way. It's a little bit strange how he is using the Molotov and a lack of it. I've not really seen a team play like this before, so that is a little bit different. And also he just didn't really have a good game here at all. I know going into the T side, it's strange because I think he's going to have like 24 kills or something on his T side, which is a bit crazy. So let's kind of look into this and see how this even happened. I think it's also worth noting as well that on these rounds he's kind of controlling space a bit. And I think that crash on CT side kind of ruined their economy, where he could have had a good game with his eco frags, got some more money. Instead they were put on eco for quite a few rounds, so we'll give him a benefit of the doubt here that things maybe didn't go their way. Right, pistol, so it looks like Robo has a util. Everyone else has Kevlar. Looks like it could be an A-rush. 2 hut, 2 door. Okay, instantly deletes Vico. And the round is just over like that. And I'm kind of interested to see what the utility was here. That was a little bit strange. Okay, so they didn't blow the door. They just rushed the door, and he ran out of util. And he's going to throw it in the afterplan. That's pretty strange again. I think there's some very basic ideas going on here, but it worked. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it's something that's worked in practice. A little bit different, but it worked. This is a sign of too much face it and being young players, and that is that they're playing at anti-eco. Kyousuke instantly buys the AK. Sypho instantly buys the AK. Alcaran instantly buys an AK. I'm not sure that Robo probably isn't the happiest. I think he is the in-game leader. Is he also going to buy one? He is going to buy one. He doesn't even have a helmet. He doesn't have enough armor. And you can see there's some sort of call being made here, because now 2 of them sell it, and even a Mac 10 comes in. I think this guy probably is the in-game leader, and he's probably not the happiest seeing his teammates all buy instantly AKs, and you don't really want to have AKs just against these buys, just because you need the Molotovs just to flush them out and use some smokes. You can't have a buy where everyone just instantly buys AKs. That's kind of interesting to see. It looks like Kyousuke is going to keep it. I'm kind of surprised that Mokujin is going to keep it, even though it doesn't have a helmet, which means a USP could instantly kill him, and you don't want to give an AK like that. It's kind of funny, though. I think there's going to be quite a lot of bad habits here with these young kids. There's a misplay here from Crizzen, so it's just a free frag for Kyousuke. Just really clean, patient crosshair placement again. He doesn't look rushed at all. Checking all the angles. And again, it just seems like his headshot consistently. Anyone peeks out any of these angles, they're getting instantly killed. It's a super clean crosshair placement. Again, really fast kill. That was a really nice peek. This again looks like the sort of thing you see happen when you're watching Nico. And that's he didn't really even wide. He just peeked him so perfectly. He just had no chance. So they get the kill down here. They're going to accelerate. Could get a little bit messy. The smoke for the bomb. It's good. A little bit shallow, but it's still good. Lucky kill, so he's going to instantly plant. Okay, he's not going to instantly plant. This is risky, because now if the smoke dies, it gets very tricky. Perhaps this is that star mentality we talked about again. So Mokujin gets a big kill here, so now should be an easy round for Spirit Academy. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure that this sort of play would be tolerated so much in a Tier 1 CS. So he gets the bomb plant here. Teammate is in here, so basically now this is almost unlosable. And if anyone does come from ramp, he just jiggles from side to side. He makes sure he can't be killed. And we see kind of the opposite here. He's just looking for jewels. His full stab and play mentality has no intention to jiggle, going as wide as possible, taking the jewel. You see again for Spooky, he had a very difficult jewel to have, I think, where he's holding very close, and the peak goes very wide. He taps crouch, tries to make it hard to kill. This is a very risky play. I think there's probably a lack of discipline here in the game from Kyousuke a little bit. Maybe he's a little bit tilted from the first half, I'm not sure, but you can see that clear mentality he has of he's embracing being the star. So you've got to appreciate that. He just instantly drops the smoke. I mean, this could be part of the way they play, but it's just kind of interesting to see that he doesn't really seem to have any responsibility with any smokes in general. It's just clean and composed again. I really do want to show this because I think it's probably something that's underlooked. It's just this constant abuse of this crouch mechanic. And we're taking this kill here against Buzz. Tapping it, instant release. You can practice this on deathmatch. It's a good habit to get into right now. You just want to learn to be able to control it. And like I said, If they're aiming at your head, you want to make sure that you're ducking under that first bullet and you're standing back up again. And it's really hard for the other team to instantly kill you that way. And like we've seen so far, not all the kills are even the cleanest or the fastest. Just sprays him down in the body and he has a great advantage, just making him miss that first bullet. As the round starts, just instantly throws his Molotov on the floor. I think you can kind of see why he's averaging 1 flash thrown per every 3 rounds right now. He's I don't think we've even seen him throw one yet. Oh, here we go. First one of the game, potentially. Just jump spotting outside. So when a player like this is playing entry frag, they want to kind of know as much as possible where the AWP is. Because if you know where the AWP is, you can just swing the rifles, especially with the AK. And if you've got movement like him and confidence in the aim, finding the AWP is kind of the most difficult part. Like the biggest danger for you. Some sort of set round here. We've potentially got a fake going on. The T's are going to throw some sort of A fake here. Or my utility. And Kyousuke is probably going to go in through A main. So I imagine when the utility gets thrown, it's going to be a second or two and then it's probably going to start peeking. So don't go too early, don't go too early. Okay, probably want to peek soon. He's going now. And that spray again, it's just so clean. Killed him so quickly. Taps crouch, stands up. And then even moves to the side and taps crouch again. Really underrated. And that kill was so fast. I have no idea how. Mid look is on 20 HP. So kill outside. You don't know where the AWP is still. So there's a little bit of a threat. You can see the way he's like jiggle peeking now. Still a little bit wary of it. It's really clean crosshair placement again. And he wide peeks. And this is, again, the wide peek in here is so strong. The spook in this instance just happens to hit him with that first bullet, which can happen, of course. It might even be exactly the same round. Okay, it does look like it. But this could change things now. There's a lobby push. So Kyousuke is going to instantly react. That was so clean again. Something that happens when teams push lobby is they'll push the hut, they'll push the door, push the ramp. And teams often have a player sat in the garage. And the garage guy is making sure that when the T's react, they can't take towards CT spawn. The lobby players push lobby, clear it, and then they'll rotate downstairs. So Kyousuke looks like he has good awareness here and understanding that the main position almost isn't even a threat because this guy in main should be joining with lobby, right? So when Robo throws his flash, Kyousuke is using this flash to almost blind the garage, and he just wants to peek him. And if there's someone in main, he'll be blind anyway. But this crosshair placement and it's so calm again. There's no worry about main. He comes around peeking heaven nicely, constantly moving again. Looks like he's not going to do anything this round, but it just looks very clean gameplay. Let's have a wide swing outside. Just taking the dual wrong range. That spray again is so reliable. And he's just peeking the AWPer, which is very interesting. But he's 12v2. But he's definitely not scared of him. Wide peek, delete sneaker does. There's no fear at all. See, there's so many players hesitating after that first kill. With the AWPer outside, he just keeps going. He kills him and he's going even further. Nice shot. That long range headshot spray again. His spray looks very, very good. Which is surprising. I'm expecting it's more burst, but this spray super reliable so far. Peek of his teammate. Doesn't even go for the headshot, just spams him down. Probably the first properly high impact round he's had so far this game. Ah, outside Molotov. Finally we saw it. In the flashbang as well. So the flashbang's to go garage. He drops his smoke as well, like we just talked about last round. And this is a great position to play with no utility. You just make sure they can't go main, they can't go towards secret like we've seen before. That is usually his default. The only danger is if they smoke 2 smokes in a line here and throw a top main, which is exactly what they're doing. Now it's very hard to tell if they're going towards main, so let's see how he reacts. Looks like his teammate's spamming, which may make them think that Kyousuke is the guy in main. And also Sifo shooting towards CT spawn, so now it's high chance someone's going to walk through. So that was a really nice bait from Spirit Academy. Gets 1 kill in nearly the second. Looks like he dinked him somehow through the wall. A nice easy round for them. So outside Molotov again. Flashbang outside to fake the aggression. Even HE grenade outside, fine. It looks like OG go for some fast ace play here. It sounds really messed up. He can just rush across main like this. Instant kill. Bit of a panicked jump. I think we've got some comedy going on outside. Yeah, so one of the things you need to do when you rush vent is break the vent. Otherwise, you end up all running into the vent. And it's a pretty unfortunate situation here for OG. But eventually Robo helped them out. Right, so we have this outside default again. Robo dies. He's going to take some quick initiative here. It's nice. Push into main. And he gets spotted, so he just reroutes towards having this kind of a normal reaction people have. But it's very hard to keep track of people sometimes here. It looks like he's going to get an insane timing. It's really nice initiative again. He's moving behind for a free kill. Ooh. Surprising lack of initiative there. It looks like he rushed a shot and panic pressed the jump button again. I'm not sure if it's a mouse bug or something. But it looks like the game is going to end here. And it does, and that's that. So I think the main things I kind of saw on T-side, again, he doesn't have that reliance to go and buy utility in this game. He doesn't have to throw any smokes. People will go in for him first. They will set him up. So if they have them fast rounds, he's going in the second guy. He's able to take his time in as well. He go by himself. And I see so much great crosshair placement and that composure as well, like the round where he swung towards me and he checked towards the garage position. I see a lot of experience almost in a young guy. A very basic level game style from Spirit Academy for sure, but they're making it work really well. He looks like he's flourishing in it. I'm not even sure that he had the best game here. I think I've seen him play better, but this is kind of showing that Kyousuke is able to just multi-frag even off a bad start, and that was very impressive for me. So you can see why I did rate him so high myself in my tier list that I released a few weeks ago. Hopefully you enjoyed some of this insight. Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see next. And as always, please leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye.